I'm hoping I have this all set up correctly for you. If you're jumping in, just comment hashtag replay so that I will know who gets to come in later. Hopefully we'll have a few people join us live. This is only my second live, so I'm still figuring out the best angles in my kitchen, the best lighting, how to keep my dog from barking if you watched that first video, how to keep my husband from coming out in the middle of this. There's all kinds of things. But I am making 2 desserts today. My parents are coming over. So if you see the tag on my video, it says I'm making dessert for Daddy. That is not a typo. I have called my daddy Diddy since I was a little girl, and so I've always spelled it with an I, D-I-D-D-Y. He and my mom are coming for supper tonight, and my dad has a major sweet tooth. So I got it honestly, and I am going to prove to him tonight, hopefully, that you can enjoy desserts on plan without sacrificing flavor. So I do want to show you what book I'm going to use. I'm using Trim Healthy Future. Now, this recipe, I cannot share the measurements and things like that because they are copyrighted. Here, I'll show you a picture of what we're going to do. We are going to do the Brownie Cheesecake, and that's the picture there. I have had this dessert, and y'all, it is delicious. So I thought it would be a great way to introduce my dad to some healthier options. Little Debbie just ain't gonna cut it. So I have some things pre-measured out just to make it a little easier, a little quicker, just to give you an idea of how quick it is to throw it together. It does need to bake for, let me look at my numbers again, because I don't want to lie to you, 30 to 40 minutes. Obviously, we're not going to stay live together that long. So once I get it in the oven, I'll show you what it looks like mixed up and in the pan. And then tonight, when my dad tries it, I'm hoping he'll let me take a picture of him as he's trying dessert and give you his honest opinion. Because the man loves to cook. He loves to have his sweets. And yeah, it's going to be a hard sell. So I'm excited to try. Okay, let's see. I see Tina and Julie. Thanks, guys, for joining. You said you thought it was in THT, and I've been digging through my book. That's why you couldn't find it. It's in Rashida's new book. And these recipes are not public-facing. I'm not sure if somebody has put something up on the internet, but we do want to respect the author's work and their copyright. So Brownie Cheesecake is in Rashida's book, Trim Healthy Future. It is, she's got so many great things in there. Okay, so I've got, like I said, I've got things measured out. This is Bacon Blend and Collagen, and I use both of those from Trim Healthy Mama. Their products are so clean and pure, it is worth it to me to use their products. There are options that you can do. There's even a recipe for a frugal flour blend that you can find. If you need that recipe, I'll find it and post it for you. But it's an option for the bacon blend. I don't use bacon blend very often, so for me, it's worth it to have it straight from Trim Healthy Mama. Whole lot of cocoa. I like the Dutch process cocoa because it's just a little bit smoother, I guess. This is Gentle Sweet. It is my sweetener of choice, but it's actually what the recipe calls for. Then we're going to add in, I've got mineral salt, baking soda, and baking powder all in here because there's a lot of little things that go in here and I wanted it all to fit. This is stevia. If you remember in my last video, I was telling you how tiny the measurements are. I don't have a small one here, but this is a tablespoon and this is a dunk, however you want to say that. I think it's like a 1/32nd or 1/38 measurement, so it does not take much at all. So we're going to put a little bit of stevia to add to that sweetness. And stevia can have a bitter taste, and a lot of stevia companies add stuff to their stevia. So you want to look for the purest ingredients you can. Once again, which is why I go with Trim Healthy Mama whenever I can. Okay, butter. I've already got that here and ready to go. If you don't have a butter dish like this, let me show you. Get my lid. Get you one. They're cheap at Walmart. I think they even have versions like this for $1 at the Dollar Tree. but it keeps your butter at room temperature and safe and secure, and we love it. We don't go through butter that often, and I have never in South Mississippi had a stick of butter go bad. So it's just so nice. Okay, and you can even leave out the butter if you want. Then I've got some unsweetened cashew milk. You can use almond milk or cashew milk. I had cashew milk, so that's what I'm going with. It's also got, yes. I'm like, uh-oh, I'm going to mess up. And then an egg. Boom. Easy peasy. I'm going to get this out of my way because my countertop, although I have a massive bar to get what will fit in the view, I have to kind of keep it cleaned off. So I'm just mixing up. Y'all know what it's like to mix up brownie batter? You just mix it up really, really well. You can use a hand mixer, but in my glorious planning of my counter space, I did not plan well for electrical outlets. And Amy's husband, Coach Amy, if you know Coach Amy's husband is actually who helped me with my kitchen. He was my contractor, and he built all the green cabinets behind me. He asked me about electrical outlets. Well, I didn't cook much back then and couldn't imagine needing that many outlets. And so I'm like, no, 2 on the far end is plenty. No. We should have been cutting holes in this granite and adding more, but we didn't. So this is going to make a really thick brownie batter, as you see. Really thick brownie batter. And all I'm going to do when I get this mashed together well is put it in the bottom of my pan. I have a pie dish. It's a Pampered Chef stone pie dish, but you can just use any pie dish you have. And it is already sprayed with the, whoop, turning it the wrong way, Pam coconut spray. So, super simple. We're fixing to dish this up. Mix that butter in just a little bit more. There we go. And then I'm going to get another bowl and mix everything in for the cheesecake part. I did realize I'm a little short of cashew milk, so I got to grab some more of that. I forgot it goes in both sections of the recipe, so I needed to grab that out. I bought cashew milk to make some hot chocolate. I have not found a favorite hot chocolate recipe yet. I have found some that'll do and that are okay, but I haven't found my favorites. So if you are a seasoned Trim Healthy Mama watching this and you have found a favorite, share it with me. I've tried several, and it's not necessarily the taste, it's the feel. And if you know me at all, you know that I have huge texture issues. And to me, all the recipes that I've tried are a little too watery feeling. So I was hoping cashew milk would give me a different feel. It did not. So, see, this is thick. I'm gonna switch my bowl out with my pie plate. As you can see, it's really thick in the bottom. But it's so easy, guys. Your kids, get your kids in the kitchen. I know Julie that's watching, she's got 5. The baby's not going to be much help right now, but she could get her kids in the kitchen making this because it's really, other than the oven, you don't need to do anything major. You don't have to, you don't have to cook different components. You can just put it together. This is not smearing in quite as easily as I wanted because that is the nature of a live video. But it's so good. I'm probably trying to thin it out too much. It does not have to be perfection. It seems like no matter how I spread this in the pan when I make it, the layers blend together as you cook it anyway. It's so good. I'm thinking Amy might have made this for her birthday or Chris. It was something, we had some celebration, and I was just, maybe it was one of the kids' birthdays. I just knew, I was going to have to resist off-plan cake, and it was going to be okay. I was going to be okay. I could make it. And after all the kids got served, lo and behold, Coach Amy brings out Brownie Cheesecake that she had set aside for her and I. I was so happy. Okay, let's make the cheesecake portion. Super, super easy. I've already got my cream cheese in here. I just got home from town, so it hadn't had a lot of time out of the refrigerator, and it needs to be room temperature. So I already have that sitting in here. All right, we are going to add to that Gentle Sweet. Uh-oh, I forgot to get an ingredient out. There is an ingredient from Trim Healthy Mama called Glucky. It is a glooky, glucky, however you want to say it. It is a thickener, kind of like xanthan gum. So it is a special ingredient, but if you don't want to buy Glucky from Trim Healthy Mama, you can get xanthan gum and use that. But I have it, so why not use it? I just forgot to get it out. Sorry. Okay, just a little bit of that. And y'all, I have had this for, I couldn't tell you how long, and I just used 1/4 teaspoon. So don't get hung up on special ingredients costing you too much to do the plan. They really do last forever. Okay, we're gonna do an egg in the cheesecake mix. Got the cream cheese in. Let's see, and then almond milk again. Get my right measuring cup. As I told y'all, I forgot to measure out 2 portions of the almond milk or cashew milk. Easy enough. And that's it. Literally, that's it. Now we're going to mix this together. I've got my whisk here because I wasn't sure if it was going to combine well. But it is doing fine. I mean, it's just literally 2 batters. You mix them together, throw them in the pan, and you bake it for 40 minutes. How simple can it get? Hey, Marilyn, how are you? So does anybody have any questions about Trim Healthy Mama or maybe desserts, how to stay on plan? If you follow my stories, you will see that I almost had an uh-oh while in town today. I literally went grocery shopping today. But I wasn't anticipating being in town very long because it was a quick trip. And I took about 2 hours longer than I anticipated. And I thought, oh, I just live 20 minutes from home. It'll be fine. Y'all, I got the hangries heading home and had to make it work at a gas station because I honestly thought I was going to be sick. I don't normally get like that, but I had had a very light breakfast. And as I said, I didn't pack like I should have. One of the things you should really do as a Trim Healthy Mama is be prepared. And I wasn't. I let myself kind of get out of the way. But here's the thing. I didn't have to go off plan because I didn't prepare. I just had to know how to make it work. I literally had Hunt's Brothers Pizza. I don't know if that's a thing across the country, but it is here in the South. You can't pass a gas station without finding it. So I had one of their wedges of pizza. Just ate the toppings off of it. So that was the cheese, the sauce, and the meats. I got a loaded meat pizza. And then I had veggies in my shopping bag. So I just ate sugar snap peas and the tops of that pizza. And that held me till I got home and I could get something. But you can make it work. We overcomplicate things. Okay, I will tell you, ladies, that this would come together so much. I'm going to see if I can not spill it all over the counter. This would come together better with a hand mixer, but it's not necessary. So I'm just going to whisk. Any questions? Ooh, Cindy knows what that is. Hey, y'all, my mama's watching. Everybody tell Karen, hey, that's my mama. Cindy loves Hunt's Brothers. Yes. Look, our local gas station, when they first opened it, had one of those cards like you punched, and every time you got pizza, after a certain number of times, you'd get free. I don't even want to tell you back in the day how many free pizzas we earned. We ate that stuff all the time. Obviously, that's not on plan, the crust and things like that. But I made the toppings work in a pinch. I was kind of proud of myself. I almost posted a picture of the crust that I licked clean to show you that I did not cave and even nibble that crust because I knew it wasn't necessary. All right. Mama, do not show Daddy what I'm making. I need him to judge this all on his own. All right. I think I've got this just about right. Let's see. I got the brownie batter in. Pour on the cheesecake batter. Just making sure I hadn't missed anything because you get distracted. All right, no questions. I don't see any questions. All right, let's see how this does. I have another dessert that I'm going to try to whip together before my mom and dad get here. I'm going to show that to you in just a second. I won't be able to do it on live or we'll be here all day. So I'll show you the picture of it to give you an idea. And then tonight, I'll give you the full view of what my dad thinks about the desserts. Okay, this does not look too appetizing. I think you can see it just a little bit. But that's really all you've got to do. Double checking it all. There we go. All right, let's get this put in the oven. And this time I'm going to set a timer. I almost forgot to set a timer the last time we cooked together, but I don't want to mess that up today. So, all right. Any other questions? Nope, I don't see any questions. I'm excited to do this with you guys. I want to show you how easy it is to prepare something. I mean, just in the few minutes that I've been live here, I've got it mixed together while talking, and it's in the oven. 35 minutes, it's done. There's no reason, none, to cave in to the junk. You can prepare this and take it anywhere. I've made it for a church social, and everyone ate it and loved it. And I even labeled it sugar-free, thinking people would avoid it, and they didn't. It was so good. I am going to make a recipe in just a second. I can't do it live because it's just going to be time-consuming. There is a blogger in the Trim Healthy Mama world named Northern Nestor. I'm going to link her in the comments when I finish. She posted this morning about a roasted strawberry topping. And I'm going to try it because I love strawberries on top of this brownie cheesecake. And I just think that would take it over the top. So I will link her recipe in the comments when I finish, so that if you want to look into that, you can do that as well. There are so many bloggers, cookbooks, things like that just make this too easy. No reason to fret. I'm going to show you this picture. This is Trim Healthy Table, Julie. Look at that chocolate cake. Now, I probably won't get fancy and do the topping, but this is the peppermint cream chocolate trimtastic cake. I had this recently. A friend made it, but she left out the peppermint. It was so delicious. So I'm going to try to make that in just a second to give my dad two options to show him how easy it is. And one thing that this recipe will take in the peppermint cream chocolate trimtastic cake is pumpkin. A whole can of pumpkin. Now, we'll give you a tip. When you shop for pumpkin, make sure it says 100% pure pumpkin. A lot of canned pumpkin is just a squash. This literally is only pumpkin. No sugar, no oils, nothing added, just pumpkin. So look for pure pumpkin when you do buy. You don't want like the pumpkin pie filling because that's going to have additives. One last thing I'll tell you, and then I'm going to go. Come back later tonight, look for the picture of the final product and my dad's review. It will be the honest review, even if he doesn't like it. I'm going to let y'all know, because I think we hesitate to try with new people, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it and see what he thinks. But I do want to let you know about a coaching opportunity. Not only am I doing one-on-one coaching, starting in November, I will be doing one-on-one coaching, and I have several different levels for that. I am also teaming up with my best friend, Coach Amy Gaskin of Southern and Healthy, and we are doing group coaching to get you to the end of 2021 so you can finish 2021 strong. We have a group for new Trim Healthy Mamas, so those of you who need to learn the plan, you'll have that opportunity in what we call buds. Then there's also a Trimtastic holiday group. Now, this is for people who have a working knowledge of Trim Healthy Mama or who want to add it on to the buds. But you need to at least have some basis in Trim Healthy Mama to do the holiday group, because we're not going to educate there. In the holiday group, we are going to just do accountability. We're going to share our holiday plan with you and let you know what we're going to do and give you some accountability, ideas, and just community to help you get through the holidays and the rest of 2021 strong. We've got a lot of days left, and there is no sense in waiting to January 1. If you wait to January 1, you are 2 months behind where you could be. So if you are interested in those groups, there's plenty of information on my page, but I will also link the registration in the comments when I finish. So thank you for joining me. Once again, this was the Brownie Cheesecake from Trim Healthy Future, and tonight I will post about my dad's reviews. Thank you.